Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today, I'm honestly a little bit uncertain. I may not be taking the best possible advantage here. Like, I think that we have a lot of territory, obviously, and we're not being challenged on very much of it. So it might be the case that I should just be racing settlers out as fast as they will go. Obviously, my biggest concern there is, like, having a bunch of weak cities with totally crashed empire approval rates doesn't actually get us that much value, in my opinion. But the longer we leave all this stuff open, the more likely it is that somebody decides it's a good idea to move in over here. And I guess, you know, if Purple wanted to move in, I wouldn't necessarily even oppose that. But I don't know. Also, you know, you bomb out your empire plans pretty bad when you do that. So far, we've been able to hold, like, reasonable ones. Maybe I should be more aggressive with our settling, though. Because, like, that's an option that we have right now, right? We have 3 cities that are about to, 3 cities that need build orders. Maybe all of those build orders are make me settlers. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, maybe. Because, like, we could come over here. I see that there's a couple of sources of Titan bones available to us, which obviously is pretty high value. Sadly, these regions don't have much in the way of valuable strategics. We got massware for that. And honestly, that's kind of it. Matanch is still valuable. I guess Orm has that. And it has another... Wow, we should take Orm. This region got a lot more valuable. Yeah, okay. Let's build some settlers, shall we? So 3 turns on you. But do I want to lay down a bunch of cities right before the Empire plan? Maybe we delay a little bit. And if we delay, obviously what I'm going to delay for is the building of military units. But maybe that's a good idea. Try to settle stuff right after turn 80. Just time this stuff such that... Let's see, we have 15 pearls left. Does every city that has 3 villages already have a chapel? So you're 6 plus 1, you're 11 plus 6, you're almost done with your chapels. The answer is yes. Then yeah, the cities that have 2 can start building them, that's fine. And then down here, Morkdra has a ton of stuff to do still. So 25, that's pretty relevant. Those are going to be pretty relevant. Okay. 2 turns off of Reaping Station. We're going to build a whole bunch of Moonleaf Extractors. Yeah. This is all good. Trying to get our trade routes going. Trying to give the good trade technologies to people in exchange for things, and they just don't want to give me a thing. Oh, interesting. They would love a vision of map exchange. The thing is, I actually don't want to pay 80 influence for a term right here. All right, where am I at on my spices booster? It's 10 turns right now. And I'm still producing more. Okay, we can afford to trade off spices. Spices are apparently the high value thing this game. It must be the case that there are fewer, there's an unusually small number of deposits on other, other continents. So we should probably just go ahead and throw a quick geomic lab in. Is it like this? Yes, holding Alt Shift places the building at the beginning of every city's queue. I don't think that functionality exists in the later Endless games, but it should, because like you run into cases like this. This thing does happen, as evidenced by the fact that this thing just happened. Okay, you don't need to be in such a hurry, but you may as well be. Yeah, okay. Just go ahead and get you moving along here. So we have no idea if the other players are actually going to build those docks quickly. We just kind of have to hope. Oh no! A strange insect mutation previously unseen has riddled the trees of Auriga with holes and made them less useful for construction. 9 turns of that. That hurts, actually. Peace with red. Probably, right? They're at peace with green. Wow, alliances are shifting in this game, like, incredibly rapidly. And also, I'm getting spied on. Green is decreasing my industry production. I accept. I'll be friends with everybody. Yeah, green's gonna start becoming a problem, clearly. Well, let's drive that spy out. I think we can afford to do a roundup here. Yeah, it's not going to affect things very much. How much does it cost to buy glass steel right now? Okay, glass steel is plentiful, it turns out. We do still have so many refineries to get going. And then we still need 2 heroes, so let's talk about heroes. Sable Deceiver by Yarikula is not available. Also, only okay. Mizari is the same faction as Valters. They are mechanically identical, so not a great fit. I do see that way Rasi go, and I have to imagine that's the way that we go. This city's in the forest. Yeah. Oh, right. I should probably actually equip some bands of merriment. Hold on. Let me get some stuff established here. So 15% wouldn't be immediately meaningful here. We don't have enough to equip all the bands right now. So let's make sure that we're putting them where they go first, where they will be most useful. So that's not going to flip over. None of these are going to flip over. Yeah, all right. I am going to put them down. I'm going to give them to everybody. Just so it's not a thing we have to think about later. Wait a minute. Did I not equip your... Let's do that first. Huh. Okay, yeah. So we'll finish equipping the bands next turn. I do want to have them out there just so that we have the math. And, you know, we're producing enough dust every turn that I don't think we need to be, like, super careful about how we're spending it. Oh, yep. Keep in mind, we have a Skyfin. I'm not sure why this is glowing like that. We shouldn't be grabbing it. No, we're not. I don't think that glow is coming toward the Skyfin. I think it's a coincidence. But Skyfins do have the ability to aspirate. If we end our turn hovering over a resource, we will pull up some of the resource. Also, an aspirating Skyfin provides a bonus approval to the region owner, even if it's not you. So, you know, that could be a... we can provide to our friends a little bit of extra love. Okay, cool. 30 gold is not going to be a gold booster. Yeah, I knew we had some. Is there 5 gold on this market? There is, except I'm broke. Well, titanium's low demand. How about spices? Spices are pretty high demand. Okay, pretty worth it, I think. And I have very little idea what I want from you. Let's not attack green stuff just for the sake of attacking green. As funny as it is. So, I don't actually have a plan as far as the turn 80 Empire plan goes, but I know we have people on influence. Like, I figure we're going to be okay. We should probably dial that in with a little bit more specificity, though. So, Moonleaf Extractor, for sure. We had another Moonleaf, yeah, here. Blood Crystal would be nice. We had another source of Blood Crystal, too, didn't we? Maybe not. Okay. Well, that's all very good. I feel like all of our cities are growing quickly. Like we have a lot of good stuff going on here. We're gonna grab this and then we're gonna turn around. All right, cool. So yeah, you can see like this is having that effect because the glasssteel is getting taken toward the Mycera village, but this is not overgrown. I don't know why this is glowing that way. So can I aspirate on this even though it's Mycera? Yeah, looks like. Gives me an extra 1.5 this turn. Man, aspirating some glasssteel. Actually, maybe this is exactly what I should have been using this thing for the whole time. Sadly, it's not actually providing a benefit to purple because Chaka is not getting the the bonus approval. All right, still no real cargo docks. Oh, they're working on it though. They're working on it. Great news. Yep, still all of my trade routes are still with me, but think how beautiful it's all about to be. So, now I suppose is a time when we could start in on the public works. Yeah, that's not too bad. That'll open up the next era. We may get the science text from this era as well, potentially. And right now it looks like we need one more hero who will be able to try to buy next turn, I think. Yeah, we shouldn't be a problem. Although I got to be honest with you, not an incredible market for that. All right, well, for the moment, let's just go ahead and forge on here. I will say this. I'm a little concerned about it being turn 70, and I feel like we're like in our growth phase, but not really doing any better than in our growth phase. I'm thinking I might be engineing up too slowly. And sadly, our faction quest is probably completely stalled. Skyfin doesn't count as needing orders if it's aspirating. Alright, I would like to meet Blue, please. There we go. Now go end your turn over here. Aspirate me some Titan Bones real quick, would you? So the Necrophages are the first to defeat armies led by a hero. That's not necessarily great for us. Now we know what their deal is. Feeds on bones, needs a level. We do need to go through the rest of the cities and see where we would benefit from setting up some bracers. Okay, Waversigo definitely doesn't have one. I guess I don't really need to be in a hurry to equip these anywhere else. No, sorry, this isn't your city. This is your city. So you're at 88%. Okay, so it's about to cap out. Cool. I do love it when the Empire's happy. So were we to hire a hero from this market, Bishop Julian is kind of bad. I mean, Dust Efficiency 3 is something. You're level 4. Your skill points are all goofy. So plus science. Plus stuff for fortification. That has some value. You reach inspirational leader easily enough. I gotta say, though, feels pretty unimpressive. They all feel pretty unimpressive. You at least get to start effectively with 2 skill points. Dust efficiency is, I mean, it's better than the city not being governed at all? I guess, yeah. And it's going to be a while before we see the market move if we don't buy a hero, so... Give you the old roads of dust. Spend this point in your tree. Okay. So, in Adran, we're not really ready to build the settler yet. Let's just build another military unit. Alright, lots of green guys running around my territory. So at these numbers, it would be 640 to maintain our empire plan, 960 to step it up to that. We can make 960 happen, right? I think that's where I would like to be. At our current rate of income, we get to 960 on turn 77, which means we still have a little bit of influence room to play with as far as making deals and stuff, which I like. So I think we may leave it as it is for the moment. I don't really know what we're going to do with the Skyfin now. Probably the best thing to do would be to go and meet the last player just so that we have maximum information. So right now you're at war with red and green. But you're not really at war with green. Oh boy. You are bringing settlers near my landmass though. And sadly, blue being at war with red and green does not endanger Dasraj at all. And because I cannot declare war, I can't bait purple into a war on the back of me saying that I'll help. That said, we still might be able to get the job done. In fact, I definitely can. I don't want to do that if I don't think they're going to win, though. So we certainly don't just want to feed a player to blue. If I thought there was any chance green was going to burn Dasraj down, that would also be okay. But, like, here's the problem. I have to be the one who ends up in control of the city if anybody ends up in control of it at all. If we go back and get privateer tech, we can try to create a situation where I get to burn the city down with an apparently neutral army. Maybe that's, you know what, that's probably got to be it, right? All right, let's finish public works and then we'll go get that and we'll try to figure that out. And in the meantime, just keep working on that dust output because apparently we're going to need a whole lot of dust. So, we need dust refineries in a number of cities. You have yours already. Morkdra could get through one pretty quickly. Obviously, we'll rush some of that. Not as quickly as I was hoping. Intai continues to grow, continues to become powerful. Can we do another burrow? I think I'm going to then. Oh, except that's not the right position. Sorry. There. The emeralds have run out, and we cannot rerun them. The final Urkin has arrived. 30 Dust Lotus. That's very unfortunate. That's not one that there really is, or Dust Orchid, rather. Not really one that there is available. Could we fight it, maybe? It's not that tough. Obviously, in a lot of ways, taking it by force is not ideal. Do we know a person who... No, I mean, not you, obviously. Not you. Okay, you don't have any Dust Orchid, not a big surprise. The Draken had a little bit last time we talked to him. Wow, they've really changed their mind on that. Okay, so everybody has some. Alright, I'm never going to be able to do the thing with you. Everybody has some. Altogether, they have enough. If we could trade it off of them. Yeah, some of these spices I am actually going to need to keep. What would be... I don't necessarily want to give them a thing that's going to encourage them. Like, this would be okay, I suppose. Which Urkin is this? Like, is it worth putting all this effort into? That's what I wanted. It is the plus Dust Urkin. Yeah... Alright. Oh, somebody bought a bunch of the... Damn it. I'm going to buy what's left. In the hopes that people will see that people bought it all out and they will sell. It is a little bit easier for me to make deals with Dust than it is for me to make deals with Influence. So you would want... You're going to ask me for more than the best tech I have. And at this point, getting everything from both of them wouldn't even get us there. So I guess I'm not going to. Oh, that's green burning the fungus. You know what? That's fine. I'm at peace. I am not allowed to remove the fungus. I would be happy to see them get rid of it. Actually, let's go ahead and buy out the Moonleaf Extractor just so that it doesn't get fungused. We are moving remarkably quickly through the tech levels here. All right, Spy probably bailed. Wow, we actually have a lot of endgame strategics. Not so much in the way of luxuries, but a lot of strategics. Very lucky. Well, you know, it's something, I guess. I'll take it. You know what we could do? Purple must have a source of dust orchid, right? Because they have dust orchid for sale. I mean, I guess not. Maybe they... The amount of dust orchid they have on them is just what was left over from a quest or something. It is possible. Yeah, I don't think I actually see any. There's some over there in Red's territory. I mean, I'm at peace with Red. Am I missing? I feel like I must be missing some, but I sure don't see any. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll go park on top of Red's extractor and give them some approval, get us some dust orchid. Is there any in the uninhabited territory around us? Looks like the answer is no. A lot of dust water over here. We should expand this way. Maybe more quickly than I was intending. Ooh. Wow, Orm. Wow, this region. Okay, so it turns out our starting continent is bananas. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. That was a coughing spree. I hope I managed to get the microphone muted in time. I got this new, nicer microphone not that long ago, and one of the things I was looking forward to is that it has a button, it has a mute button on it, but they've placed it in such a position that it's almost impossible to press it while the thing is actually in, like, being held in one of its, in its little, like, collar. I don't know. It's a very strange design. So that is a completed cargo dock. Are we trading with you at all? No, not yet at least. We don't. It might have just been completed. Anyway. So I probably do want to go ahead and grab at the exploitation techniques from the new era before we think about privateers. I may have just given up on my faction quest entirely. It's possible that has happened. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So it is not, we're not going to get this probably. We want the dust orchid anyway, just because dust orchid's very good. But I think we're probably not getting that. Say another downside of very rapid expansion over a large area is that it gets super hard to run boosters. Oh, I did that apparently. Reaping station for a Hyperium seems like a terrible deal. Closed borders also not a great deal for me. How could they think I would do that? Well, you know... I'm gonna produce a settler. I'm about to do a big flurry of expansion here. So, okay, I don't have to go through their territory at all to get where I'm going. So that's fine. You got a plan, stick to it. Oh, your plan does end you adjacent to a ruin this turn. Okay, I do not care about this. Right, it probably doesn't actually matter which one I do. Sadly, that is still going to take forever to get set up. Yep, this Urkin's about to relocate, so yeah, we're not going to get it. It is a shame. How quickly would you build a settler? Yeah, you know what? Not a bad time, actually. Pink. Settling into my dust water supply. I was thinking we would just reach out here and grab all of this. Pink doing this does make my life a lot more difficult. You know what? Maybe you need to be over here, potentially eating pink settlers. I think that might be the case. Oh, here we should set up a glass steel extractor quickly while that's still available to do. Then I should probably be buying out my refineries and also establishing more refineries. Did you have... You don't have one yet. Because the dust refinery is like an absurdly powerful building. Does Settle 10 have one? It does not. Let's fix that. Hold on, we should probably put one in Tehran. Yeah, I mean, it's not actually going to get done much faster. Okay, that will have to wait a second. But yeah, lots of good, important building going on. I mean, we're getting more powerful. What we really need is for our trade routes to blow up a little bit. Although obviously you don't want to get too reliant on trade route income, even as the clans, because of the reduction in trade route value during winter, and it is a pain. I do love some additional money on trade routes. Now you build a settler. Get the last of these in the queue. Okay. I did notice that the luxury says 15 again, so yeah, it's 1. I mean, I'll buy it. I do for sure love all this stuff. It's interesting that green hasn't gone after this yet. I have to wonder if there may be blues filling in the space. Ugh. I have to wonder if green's maybe a little bit leery of weakening themselves in front of the wall of hostility over here. Alright, it doesn't really feel like it's my business. So, all of my trade routes are still with me. Turns out. Yeah, there's just neutral territory between me and purple. I'm really surprised by that, actually. And you still haven't actually built a cargo dock. I think if they had a dock, running stuff into their territory might be valuable. I was really hoping they would build one a little bit more aggressively. Alright, so we're gonna pour some dust into buying out these refineries here. I don't know how I managed to pick this up and also cancel it at the same time. Somebody else built the Throne of Emperors. Not a big concern for me. Oh no, we've finally run out of wine. Well, it held for a good long time. So let's go ahead and do that, obviously. Also this. So we want to settle Orm, we want to settle this way. And I actually, because of the way things have worked out, I think this stuff is a little bit higher priority. Like, I definitely want to get Amael and Marin? Something like that. So I am going to run you all the way over here, even though, like, it's a little awkward. And we're going to go see if we can stop Pink from running any more settlers out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I really want 4 settlers. At least. And I super don't want to build one here. Because this city is busy. But this city is busy in the same way. Yeah, let's try to get these extractors down as quickly as we can. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. And I know me saying over and over again, we'll figure it out, makes it sound like I don't have a plan. You're going to be shocked at the reason for that. Okay, it relocated, but it didn't relocate very far. Just watching out here to see if we can snipe any pink settlers moving out. Maybe give me the high ground. Alright, well, I only have one move left at this point. Did you actually put a 0 value term on the... What are you doing? My guess is that adamantium term had some adamantium in it, but then he like spent it all before I had a chance to look at the deal. Okay, so that's good. You get there next turn. Yep, that didn't happen, and I'm fine with it. Brown is actively at war with purple, and it looks like this is very bad for brown, in fact. Fine by me. I would love to see all this fungal stuff just disappear. So... God, settlers are so expensive. I think the buyout must be special cased on the settlers, right? I did see somebody made a very helpful and informative post on the subreddit, if you want to go look at that, about their findings on how the buyout costs are actually calculated. But even with that information, I feel like settlers must be special cased. What if I do this? Hey, unsurprisingly, the job gets done pretty quickly is the answer. That's annoying. We can afford to do a roundup here, though. It's not so bad. And obviously, with the dust income we have, we can afford to buy off a wounded hero. So let's rush this over the other stuff. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to spend a moment sitting here, just like last turn, waiting for that settler to come across the edge here. Having spices running for actually the entirety of the game has been very, very good to us. Okay, forest returned to normal, which is awesome. Super helpful in several of our cities. That's, you know, that's 10 or something industry per turn that we're just gaining back. So probably we need to... Do we need to take Tinan? You know what? It's not going to be my highest priority. Let's come across here. All right, so I think I definitely want to do this. We actually have enough resources, though. And the thing is, 25 approval on cities has gotten more valuable. I didn't do the math on this. We absolutely could have had that. This is what we really need. All right, I'm not gonna stress about it. We're just gonna stick with this. That's the sound of brown dying, I assume. Yep. Not hard enough, that cap, apparently. I did forget. We have a number of heroes. Jasa, how do you not have? Okay. We have a number of heroes who do not yet have the bracelet, so that is something that can help a little bit. How am I so unthorough? How can I even be like this, I ask you? Alright, that's good, and you're good. Even though your city is miserable. That'll help a little bit. Oh, you changed the hydromiel. Well, now that's interesting. That's an interesting thing for you to have done. I can't actually afford to buy 22 hydromiel off of the market at this moment, but... Next turn that seems reasonable. I think I'm going to start down here. I think we can make this happen. And it doesn't look to me like Pink is going to get a settler out. No, that's right. I put a settler in that queue already. Well then... Obviously, the National Museum, a little bit less than compelling here. Probably build some districts first. Because I sure would love to have an Urkin. That would be a neat thing. And this is the one. If one of them is going to be delivered to us all wrapped up, this is definitely the one we would seek. Don't think Green's gonna take it by force unless all these troops land, which they could. Hard to know what Green is thinking here. Okay, gold's run out. Very sad. That's not happening. What? My Skyfin is providing you positive value right now, my friend. Do you understand this? Do you understand that you are only benefiting? Yep, he's going for it. Shoot. Well, at least I didn't buy the hydromiel, you know? Okay. So, overjoyed to be having inspirational leader. I mean, obviously we could just go natural architect instead. For the moment, I'm prioritizing the food and the dust and the science over the extra industry. Is that right? I have no idea. But growth, you know? I'm a big fan of growth. I feel like that's worked out for us pretty well so far. Nomal cannot put up a hydromiel extractor. That's right. That's right. These things require glass steel. Well, crap. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm building the burrows in the wrong direction here. We want to be building around the dock, because doing so will level up the dock while also exploiting all of these water tiles, which will then get bonuses from the leveled up dock. Okay, we can afford to do that for a bit. So you're almost done with that. Okay. We got a lot of settlers coming this turn. And we have 950 dust. Well, we probably need to spend a bunch of it on this. Right, so we're going to spend 20 of that here, 20 of it over here at least. Yeah, I don't know that I want to, I guess we can just go ahead and rush to this. We could wait until winter potentially and build a, an extractor over top of this instead. Save ourselves a little bit of hassle. Yeah, I'm just gonna bank some glass steel. This, of course, is very silly. And now that we have these things in place, is it time to go back and get the, we're gonna need meritocratic promotion. We're gonna need Signal Corps before it makes sense to have that at all, right? Yeah. It doesn't feel like anybody's actually at war with green. Right, blue and green both have, like, units moving around in ships near each other, but yeah, I don't know. It does not feel to me like they are taking this seriously. All right, time for some explosive growth. So we have ourselves a bit of a change in lighting. What a moment. What a moment for it. Okay. A reduction in major faction unit production costs, an increase in minor faction unit production costs. Yep. Okay. This is pretty bad. Like, the winter ending right as we finished all of the settlers. It's kind of wild how bad it is, actually. Alright, so settling over here gets us a fair number of total stat points. Yeah, let's settle right on top of this Dust Orchid deposit. And we just didn't get an eclipse this time, which is a real awkward shame. So I actually probably want you to just move straight through. Alright, I was coming up here to provide a little bit of defense. It seems it may not be all that necessary. That's 7 pearls. That's only 2. That's only 4. Obviously, I don't love this getting stolen from me. What if I spite built a district? Can I do that? Can I make that happen fast enough? I sure can. Here's what I think about you getting those pearls. Alright, so over here, obviously, this is like the optimal place for a national museum. We can probably go back to food focus. That's going to provide a lot of the influence we need for our next empire. Playing right there, though. Is it time to start building out from here as well? You know what it probably is time for? Time to really gear up dust production. Because we are about to have an awful lot of new governor opportunities, right? We want to make sure we can actually fill those. And it seems like whatever military I've built, we have the good luck here of... Oh, right. Stuff is no longer overgrown. We have the good luck here of green feeling like it's not worth it to attack us, which they really could have at any time, and it would have been... It pretty much would have been a disaster no matter where they did it. So I'm really, really pleased that did not occur. You can probably also switch to hiring mode. Alright, will those make a difference? Won't upgrade you. Okay, there are a couple of cities that will be upgraded by firing both of these. So let's go ahead and do that before we settle. And yeah, our dust incomes are just not, they're not what we need to be seeing. These numbers, they are tiny. So for the moment here, let's just continue to bank dust. Let's just continue to build dust buildings. This is the kind of thing I want to buy out, but I kind of feel like I have to bank for heroes. Yep, their spy probably bailed. That's us formally meeting Pink. We have to go buy Namkang back from the academy. Okay. New city. Numal. Do we want to build the hydromiel deposit? Yeah, let's... I guess the right way to do it is to build a burrow over top of it. But I really don't want to spend money on that. Well, the hydromiel is... Okay, I'm not going to stress too much about it. It's not actually that valuable. This stuff, obviously, we'll buy out at 48 dust each. Yup, that goes in. Do feel very strongly about this one. And also this one, and also this one. How is that Moonleaf supply coming along, anyway? Okay, we're at +4 now. It's going to be even better in a second here. We can buy the really basic buildings here for basically free. Okay, that'll get us some good initial infrastructure. You know, heroes are whatever. Eventually, it'll happen. So we're taking this, we're taking that. Do I want Tinen badly enough to settle it, or should I have you go back for Auriga for the other dust orchid? It's probably a good idea to make sure I have a contiguous chain of districts, especially given the way the trading works. Yeah. Alright, if y'all moved your... Yes, you have used your movement already. Okay. I mean, we're developing. So let's take another quick look at the situation here. Purple's not at war with anybody right now. Blue is at war with kind of a lot of people. Yeah, blue is not currently receiving a lot of pressure, but they're also not making a lot of headway with the position they do have. I'm curious about that. They had Ataya, they got it, I assume, destroyed by green. And maybe that was just like, maybe they lost enough troops fighting over Ataya that sort of like explains why we're not seeing a lot more presence from them. Maybe. Well, if the AI are content to hold each other off in this way, I mean, it can really only be good for us. Alright, so over here I would definitely like to found near or on the coast. And it kind of looks like there's not a lot else going on in this region. We can put down in a place where we can build our cargo dock at least, and yeah. Over here, similarly, there's just kind of not anything happening here. None of these tiles are going to be very good. So you gotta remember, these tiles look less valuable than normal because of the winter. Right now, every tile is down a food and a dust. So it's a little bit harder to plan. These tiles, what do these tiles normally have? They normally, okay, these tiles are just one food all the time. So I think we do want to settle up here, even though it has no industry at all. Because this is where the food is, and then we can just import the other stuff, right? Yeah, all right. Let us bring in the other resources the old-fashioned way, the new-fangled way. I guess I didn't really need to be in a hurry on the road. Not here, anyway. We're probably going for titanium, or Hyperium, and what do you call it? The other one? Mithrite. Weapons? Because I actually think we have way more of these deposits than we do of any other kind. So yeah, let's let this stuff develop. $54 Titan Bones. That's enough to run a booster. You know what? I accept. Oh, hey. We did it. Productivity and morale have improved. Alright. Trollney... Really, Trollney's governor got targeted. Well... I guess there's nothing for it, right? The spy got wounded already. We don't need to worry about that. Oh no, he remained hidden. Sorry. Let's go ahead and round him up then. annoying, but not any worse than annoying. So it seems like green is pretty devoted to fighting us in, like, indirect ways. Maybe they do, in fact, feel like they are overstretched already. Just dealing with blue. You could see how that would happen. How, having to fight off a hungry necrophage player could cause that. Alright, I'm gonna need you to knock out some village problems. Okay, that's a one region, or yes, a one village region. We have another Yotis village over here, which I apparently have a quest for? Bring them 12 glass steel. You know? All right, but I don't know, that's not actually like a totally trivial cost at the moment. So okay, you're just hanging out, aspirating up some of that good dust orchid. Yep, nearly half of our total Dust Orchid income is coming from this Skyfin. And also, again, I would like to note, providing, I believe this is either 10 or 15 bonus approval to the region city, and it doesn't prevent him from having an extractor on it either. So, like, there's really no reason. This is a completely friendly act. It's all upside for Red. I don't know why they were getting bristly at us about it. Oh boy. It's a lot of blue. It's just a lot of blue is the thing. I feel like somebody's got to do something, and I really would love it for it not to be me. They're at war with pink. You have a little bit more Dust Orchid. How is their military relative to other people's? It's a lot smaller than Purple's. The thing is, if Purple gets control of that city, we will never move our faction quest forward. And while it's already the case that there's no way I'm going to win via faction quest, we could still potentially get a little bit more movement on it and figure out what the next step or two are, so that we are ready to run it a little bit more effectively next time. Because I don't feel like it's super likely that I'm going to win here. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's do one more turn here before we call it for the episode. I am going to go give these guys 12 glass steel. We'll see. I'm hoping this village is not converted. We can't see it, so we don't know. So I have to go buy some glass steel first. Do have to take out the Wanderers. Okay, no, that village was not culted. Cool. Well, then that's, I think, pretty good value. 12 glass steel for 2 population. Don't feel too bad about that. Oh, apparently we had a quest over here. That's fun. That is not happening. Audron probably can keep building districts for the moment. And just producing lots and lots of money. Because we are going to need it. Yeah. Stupid hostile How tough is that, Erkin? Yeah, pretty tough. Perhaps not unfightable, but tough enough that it makes me nervous. Alright, let's establish some basics here. We're working hard on the technology that will be necessary to have a competitive privateer army so that we can potentially insert ourselves into the ongoing drama of the great military conflict. I mean, listen, if Green marches south and hits Dasraj, they will just burn it, and that will move our quest along. So maybe all we need to do is let that occur. I don't feel like we can trust them to get the job done, though. The AI is notoriously squirrely on stuff like that. All right, we want to buy out our extractors. We want to hire new heroes. We used to have a lot of desperation here. A lot of things that we need to do with our dust, and not nearly enough to dust to do all the things. And again, it's turn 85. I feel like we should kind of be online by now with our dust situation. Yeah, all right. Well, we're working on it. We're getting dust orchid income. We're setting up our dust water income, which also obviously will be very helpful. And you know, there's going to be more trade routes running as soon as we get the roads through Tinen sorted out. Am I trading with anybody other than myself right now? Nope. Okay. Well, and 187. Brutal. Just absolutely brutal. Winter is such a bad time. All right. I think that probably makes sense as a stopping place for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're expanding rapidly, but maybe a little bit too late. And we are absolutely desperate for anything that can get us to that good, like, there's a point where your dust really kicks into high gear. You get that feedback loop just thrumming. You're pulling in dust so quickly, you could be spending it to buy stuff every turn. You're buying incredibly powerful buildings. It has like completely supplanted many of the other resources for you. And it feels elusive. We're just not quite there yet. But when you come back next time, maybe tonight, maybe not, we'll see. I'm definitely going to have to take a little bit of a break because my throat is threatening to rebel on me. We will see if we can get there. And, more importantly, if we can get there in time. And we'll see you then.